I'm going to see if there's any snakes under this plywood. Oh, there's a lizard. Yeah. Oh, there he goes. Welcome back to the Save It for Parts channel. Here we are again out in the Panamint Valley of California, and this is Underground 2021. This is our third day at the Underground Mining Convention and General Off-Road Get-Together, and we're just getting ready to head out and look for some more abandoned mines. So here at Underground you'll see a wide array of very capable four-wheel drive off-road vehicles. And then you have Slim Jim, who has a Honda Civic and treats it like it's an off-road vehicle, which is why it looks like this. Alright, we've made it up Thompson Canyon to the Minietta mine. It's looking pretty good. It's got cable tramway up to a shaft up there. Quite a few adits and shafts up in the mountain. We're going to stop here. The road is challenging for our vehicles, so can't make it all the way to the cabin over there, but this is a good enough spot to stop and check out the mines. Got the aerial tramway going up the mountain over here. Here's the Minietta cabin, which I believe is just open to public camping. And then some of the mine adits up there in the valley. A pretty big one up there. It definitely looks enticing. A very nice camping spot. Is that the guest book? Mm-hmm. Nice.
That's really cool. They legit legally allow you to come in here.
Yeah?
Flooring.
So we're heading into the Minietta mine, the lower adit. Just a little ways inside you can see some of the veins of, it looks like quartz. Got a timbered area of bad rock here. It's a little more crumbly. You can actually see the slanted vein here coming down. Side drift goes down that way. And the main haul tunnel just continues back in here. Here we are deep in the mine, and Alan is apparently doing some serious business with his laptop. So you got some emails to do underground here?
Yeah, catching up on work.
Sweet. I mean, they say with the pandemic you can work from anywhere, but...
That's right.
Well, we'll see. There might be a couple dead ends.
This end is very dead. Everything's a dead end around here.
Here's another ore vein in the ceiling coming across. Some modern prospector has marked it out there. Get the blacklight flashlight out, seeing if there's any interesting minerals. There's some color on the walls here. There's some stuff over here that's kind of yellowish under UV light. We found a very dried out mine lizard. Jim has gone up an ore chute to see what's up in the stope. Oh, Jim seems to have come out in this shaft over here now.
Yeah, that way is probably the most interesting part of this level. I highly recommend it.
Oh, there's tons of mines all over here. Got the cabin down there.
Yeah, we just came out of there.
Got an adit over there. Another adit. This big kind of open stope thing. Got this angled one going down. And there's a pretty big one up there with quite a few tailings. An ore bin. Alright, we've come up even further. There's our car way down there. So we've come up to the uppermost ore bin up here. Got an adit going in and a shaft next to it. In this kind of open stope situation. And some more tunnels over by the ore bin and the top of the tram. And a pretty good stoped out cavern here. Looks pretty choked up with rubble down below there though. We have a little arch over here. So the angled shaft or decline comes down here. Actually keeps going underneath here.
It looks quite passable underneath here too.
Yeah, Carl went down there. We've got a...
Is Carl down there right now?
Yeah. We've got a horizontal level that cuts across the incline shaft. And we've got this little loading station here where they could drop stuff from this level onto the skip cars in the incline.
The beauty of being in the desert is this wood stays good for at least 200 years. We don't get that luxury out east.
So this angled shaft just can't make up its mind of what angle to be at. It kind of levels out, and then it gets steeper, and then it gets shallower. It's like an underground roller coaster in here. At least it's relatively easy walking down this incline. It's only about a 25 or 30 degree angle. There's some of the quartz veins they were following. And we're back to the dump station on the incline shaft here. And back up to the surface. So this is sort of an angled stope, just cutting into the side of the mountain. Some tunnel levels off of it.
Maybe I'll take a peek up here and work around.
So it's actually kind of cool. It goes back into some shafts and squeezes, and there's this very interesting stope area over here. It's all timbered. And there's some going down. Probably go back to some of the lower levels we were just on. A cool little access level on the side of the hill. Cuts into this 45-degree vein. Okay, so I wasn't going to go up that stope, but then I totally did. And it actually gets pretty big and crazy in here. And Jim and Carl climbed up the outside of the hill. And now they are way up at the top of the stope because they found another entrance up there. It's actually a pretty good-sized cavern in here. Let's see if I can find a way out of this level. I don't know if this particular level, it just cuts through the stopes here. I don't know if this comes back out on the surface. Yeah, it looks like it does. I think I'm just up above where I started there. Yeah, okay. Hi, so I started down there and came out up here. Got a mucking sheet here so they can scoop rocks with their shovel more easily. An ore chute up to another level of the stope. And then we're on yet another stope level, or mine level. Starts to go back out towards the cliff face. Just about see some natural light up there. So we've got a little window to the outside world there. And a filled in manway going down. And then more cavern up this way. It looks like it's just a collapsed stope area along the vein. In fact, the roof supports are kind of at our level, and we're actually, technically we're up in the ceiling because everything above us has fallen down onto the floor. So it's kind of what all this collapse rubble is in this cavern. Alright, we're going to check out this big wide open stope. It comes down and just immediately goes off in a few different directions here. This one mostly goes down. Doesn't look too inviting. I'll skip that one. That one also goes down. I think this one's a little more level. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Big stope. Some airflow through here, so it obviously goes somewhere. But trying to head back to the bottom, so I don't really have time to crawl all over in here. That one goes down quite a ways and has some kind of wooden platform down there. Looks like a pretty sketchy climb to get down to it, though. Most of this is just right above that first mine we went in this spot, so we're probably just seeing the upper levels of that initial tunnel. Alright, so we're down here by the car, and Rachel has acquired a new friend. He seems perfectly happy just riding around on her shoulder. So what are you going to name him?
You disturb him?
A little bit. Not for long. This bird will not leave us alone. It now wants to go home with Alan. Alright, this installment ended up running a little bit long, so I'm going to wrap it up here, but stay tuned for day 4. And again, here's a little teaser video of some of the things we did on day 4. So watch for that in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.